Good day to you, great people. I am your friend PDA. And today I came with a very interesting one. Very, very interesting one. Disappoint your enemies. Disappoint your enemies. Before I go fully into the short talk, I like to make two statements. And you see these two statements, they are worthy of notes. I'd like you to take note of them. Very important. The first statement is, the more you worry about your enemies, the more power you give to your enemies. Pardon. The more you worry about your enemies, the more power you give to your enemies. And the second one is similar to it. The more you react negatively to your enemy's prompts, the more you make your enemies feel fulfilled. The more you react negatively to your enemy's prompts. Prompts are those things that your enemies do to you. Those things are usually calculated. They do them to you and see your reactions. The more you react negatively to their prompts, the more you give them the feeling that they are successful, that they are right, they have hit the right targets. When we were younger in those days, when we were small, and I believe this happens in every society, it happens in schools, it happens amongst children during those after school plays on the street. So in those days, there was a bad name, or let me say a funny name, that my immediate elder brother gave to me. He is very, very good when it comes to giving people some kind of funny names so as to get them hungry, to make them unhappy, to give them that kind of feeling. So there was this name he gave to me. The moment he called the name, I would feel so sad. I will mash my feet on the ground. I will cry. And the more I reacted that way, the more happy he would be. He would feel so, so, so happy. He would feel so, so, so delighted. He would feel fulfilled. And the more he would call that name, I will not tell you that name so that you will not start calling me. But if you want me to tell you that name, type it in the comment section. Tell us that name. So, but I have another elder brother. So the one that is good, my immediate elder brother, the one that is good at giving people those kind of names, once that one offended him, he would try to call him another bad name. But that one will not the more he calls those names, the happier he will be. He will never show as if he is pained in any way. And then the more disappointed my immediate elder brother would be. Disappoint your enemies. When I say your enemies, who is your enemy, or who are your enemies? Your enemy is anyone who hates you intensely, who doesn't mean well for you, who delights in your sorrow. That's how I will define your enemies. I like simple definitions. So learn to disappoint your enemies. When you are going on the streets and somebody tries in any way, to trigger you to react negatively, maybe in previous times you have had some kind of argument, some kind of misunderstanding. It could even be in the place of work, it could be in any society. When somebody says something to trigger you, At that point, you can put that person in position of enemy and you treat him this way. You treat the fellow this way. Stay calm and think of what kind of reaction the person expects from you. Okay, he abuses me. He expects me to also abuse him. He abuses me. He wants me to feel hurt. He wants me to feel offended and expects me. And what will give him the evidence that I am offended, that I am hurt, is when I do the same to him. Stay calm. Do the otherwise. Respond with a smile. Respond with God bless you. That is how to disappoint your enemies. Many of us have been living our lives playing into our enemy's hand. Now, let me say this. Even when it comes to spiritual enemies, you conquer them by disappointing them. You know, I was in a discussion with somebody yesterday and she told me how she was shocked in her dream. You know, someone had fired a bullet on her forehead in her dream. And she told me she didn't regard that as something that serious as many others would do. That she just prayed a very simple prayer about it and forgot about it. And all smiled. You know the response I gave to him? I said, do you know how many bullets people like us have received in the dream? And it has never had any single effect like this on our lives. Whether health effect, whether financial negative effect, no matter what kind of effect, I have never seen any negative effect of those things in my life because I have learned to disappoint my enemies. When next you wake up from those kind of dreams, just stay calm. Stay calm, maintain your peace, and smile. Have a good smile. And having had a good smile, just look up and say, Lord, I thank you, for I know you are always with me. Lord, I thank you, for I know you are always with me. And then you can go back to sleep. You have disappointed your enemies. You have conquered them. It doesn't take more than that. Have you forgotten Psalm 23 verse 4? It says, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for I know thou art with me. You have feared so many evils because you have forgotten that God is with you. And let me tell you something. Many times those negative dreams are not really meant to cause you any harm. They are meant to make you lose your peace. They are meant to destabilize you. They are a prompt. Your enemies use that to prompt you, to trigger you to react in certain ways. They know that once they push that into you, then you will declare 40 days of fasting and prayer. 40 days of fasting and fearful prayer. 40 days of fasting and fearful prayers with a lot of worries. They already know that is what will be the result because you have proven them right consistently. They will not stop. They already know that once they push that kind of dream to you, you will declare 300 days of night vigils with worries, sleepless nights. And they know that what will naturally be the outcome will include high blood pressure and some other things. They know these things, they have sat down, they have calculated. And so they push them to you. And they watch your reactions. And the moment you are fearful, the moment you begin to pray prayers of fear, you begin to fasting of fear, you begin to do things out of fear, out of worries, then you have shown them the key. Just like that, my immediate elder brother, they will rejoice. They say, now we have known the right point to eat. And they will continue to eat hard and harder and harder and harder. And if care is not taken, such kind of person will fall into the trap of false prophets. It will fall into so many traps. So what am I saying? Learn to disappoint your enemies. Stop giving power to your enemies, because the more you play into their hands, the more you give them power. The more you react the way they want you to, the more you give them power. The more you get angry when they want you to get angry, the more power you give to them. The more you get sad when they want you to be sad, the more power you give to them. The more you get worried when they want you to get worried, the more power you give to them, the more you make them feel fulfilled. Stop giving powers to your enemies. As from today, always disappoint your enemies. Never play into their hands again. See you next time. Thank you.